Hey gang, we are in Libertyville, Illinois today, and we are at a spooky place. And it is called Hell's Gate. This used to be the entry point for a school. It was dedicated to the memory of a woman named Catherine Doddbridge Cray Budd. And it is here that girls were brought from the North Shore, young girls to attend finishing school. The wealthy families that had a lot of money, they would bring them here to get, as they called it, a proper education. But there were some dark things that were to happen here beyond these gates. And it has been witnessed by people even as of late. Because it is said that these gates, this entry, is basically like a portal of time and space, a continuum. Now we know that time and space is connected. We know that space is 3 dimensions, time 1 dimension, and when they are connected into a continuum, it becomes a continuum of multi-dimensions. And through that you can travel to the past or to the future. And it is said that if you go through these gates at the right time, on the right day, you can go back and see things. And people have said they've passed through this point and have seen what happened with the principal of this school as we now pass through ourselves. Well, I can't say that I felt something, but I can tell you that I can absolutely visualize in my mind's eye what happened. I can picture the principal. I can picture him as a little pudgy, balding, black glasses from the 1930s, those old glasses. And I can picture him. And it is said that he was very frustrated here. He was very frustrated because nobody thought he did a good job. We had these rich families here from the North Shore. They were, some of them, very snobbish. They knew it all. They would come here and they would criticize him. And finally, he had enough. And it all came to a head on a day when one of the girls that attended this school, her father came and he gave him a real dressing down. Very condescending. The North Shore snob that he was. Well, he had enough, this principal. He had enough, and he basically broke down. And it's gruesome what happened. He basically was in his office at closing time at the end of the school day, and finally he just pounded his fists on the table in absolute disgust and screamed, "I've had enough." And he got a knife and he went to the girls' dorm in search of victims. And room by room, he checked. The doors were locked. The girls slept in pairs. And he finally found a room where 2 poor girls were sleeping with the door unlocked. And he charged in the dark, and he killed them. Not only did he kill them, but he decapitated them. That's right. He took their heads off. And it is said that he came here to these exact gates and he put their heads on these spikes, this metal here that you see. You won't find anything on this. This is just from the tales that have been told by the people that have passed through this portal, as I just did. I can't say that I witnessed it, but I could really clearly see some of the images in my mind's eye what happened. But it is said that the Libertyville politicians and police with the North Shore money covered it up. We won't know for certain. No one will know for certain. But I do know that from the Rouse case, which is another episode I did, I was told that was covered up too. So this area, don't know. But you know, I have to wonder as I look out here that the kids, you know, when you see these orphanages and these schools, there's always a graveyard for the kids that didn't make it. Now after this finishing school inexplicably closed in the 1950s, this turned into a boys' orphanage or a boys' work school or disciplinary, and you have to wonder where they are. The ones that didn't make it, there's always some that didn't make it. You have to wonder, are they buried out there somewhere? It's hard to say. But what I want to know is, will you, if you come here, will you walk through the portal yourself?